A little while I made Angelica the Hypnotist, a long-awaited Toon Twister 3D movie. And I'm thinking, well, since that's out of the way, how about I conclude this for a little bit. I did make an announcement that I was going to make 3D Movie Maker stuff now. However, Toon Twister 3D is not going away. I'm still going to use this from time to time. In fact, I made a little treat for one of my viewers. You'll have to wait and see around this August. Until then, welcome to my review of Nickelodeon Toon Twister 3D. Some people call this a poor man's version of Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker. And I would agree, and I'm actually going to be talking about 3D Movie Maker a little bit here. Even though I said I was going to talk about it, I am going to include it at least. Now, this review is going to be different. I'm actually going to be having a more of a direct hands-on approach, unlike the other games I played, since it's more of a program or something like that. Whether it be a movie maker program or an activity center, games like these will most likely have head-on basis of gameplay. So I'll be playing the game while also reviewing. So I'll be doing some kind of demo or something in order to make things straight. So that's going to be a unique style. I've been wanting to review Toon Twister 3D for a long time, since even though it is a poor man's version, there are still some unique features about this software. Pardon me. At least it's coming out of the ad, not the basement. That's a good joke there. Thanks, Hugh. Copied it from you. Anyways, so how about we get started? Before you start, this intro will play. Basically, someone is creating an adventure to copy all the Nicktoons characters, well, at least some of the characters in the universes, and create a machine to control them and make their own Nicktoons. And guess who it is? The diabolical genius Plankton is here causing mayhem. He did Nicktoons Racing, now he's here creating something brand new for his control. Controlling everyone, especially you know who. Ain't your oh, Pshaw Crabs, what are you doing? Get out of here. Anyway, yes, Plankton created this machine, but because he is the smallest being, yes, even smaller than Invader Zim, you take control by just, giving it a stream close-up like it's Rocket Power Beach Bandits, and bada bing, bada boom! You're now in control. So, in this screen, you get to create anything, really. So, for this, we'll be using this new movie, and we're going to call it Review. Now, normally, Plankton, since he got inside, he'll be able to talk to you about the good instructions, and he actually does a good job. But if you know the game in general, like I am, you can turn it off anytime. So, the following shows we have are SpongeBob SquarePants, Rugrats, Jim Jams, Jimmy Boy. I had to do it. Yeah, thank you. And the fairly odd parents. We had 4 Nicktoons. However, in Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker, we only had 3 Nicktoons. So that's an improvement, right? However, some choices are pretty off for some reason. Plus, the models here are interesting. And if you zoom them out, then the quality kinda decreases. But here you can place them all in a 3-dimensional space. However, this is where the absolute, should I say, term of poor man's really comes into effect here. Let me explain. Back to 3D Movie Maker, you can add 3D text, give out character facial expressions, the eyes and mouth, and there's a lot more stuff to do. You can change camera angles anywhere. There's a lot of props you can use to really pazz out. Not only just text, but you can slime characters as well. There's basically just a lot more to do here, while Toon Twister 3D lacks a lot of these features. However, because there's not a lot of features, that means you can save time on your work. Because in 3D Movie Maker, this inspires you to do all of this extra goody stuff to make it more professional and more gaze into the eyes. But that takes longer. So I'm guessing you could save time with Toon Twister 3D, but you don't have a lot of professional stuff to do, huh? I guess it's a good alternative, but that's okay because Toon Twister 3D has some significant differences that kind of stand out from 3D Movie Maker in general.
Yes, That's it.
In Toon Twister 3D, there is a handful of props. Some of them are 3D, some of them are not. Interesting. But for the direct tap, it is a lot more simple to do. As you can see here, all the taps and tools are very simplified. For example, just walking in general is pretty easy now. It's a one-click drag and drop program that is simplified, unlike Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker. There's a handful of actions you can do as well that verify between characters, and there are also moods you can do as well. Some of them are equipped with voices, some are not. Plus, you can move your characters not only just left to right or rotating, but also rotating in different directions, which can lead to some interesting results if you're creative. It can lead to some pretty funny stuff. Actions itself, there's a lot of actions you can do here. You can even do actions and rotations of the props. Again, some of them are 3D, but others are not. They can only move in two-dimensional space. But those are the breaks, and at least it works out perfectly fine and normally. For actions, again, there's a lot of actions you can use. Some of them can last longer, while one can just stay put while you drag the other one away or delete it in general. It adds a nice layer, however, it is still not as complicated as it is in, well, again, Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker, or Microsoft 3D Movie Maker if we're really being in general here. But hey, there's still some funny options, and some of them are pretty hilarious for the shows they represented. But this is the biggest part. Look at the text. Hellos, goodbyes, they are dedicated to each character.
Bye, SpongeBob.
Seriously, and their tone is different depending on characters.
Bye, SpongeBob.
Their tone can be severely different. A prime example would be, let's see here. Hellos to Jimmy and Plankton.
Greetings, Jimmy.
Notice the immediate difference in tone?
Hi, Jimmy.
Not to mention, characters also have a unique hello and goodbye depending on their character. Not all characters, I'm pretty sure. However, most characters have this, and it fits well with their entire style. The question, however, is what's with Chucky's unique line? Check it out.
Bye, kids.
I question that severely. Seriously, even better, pay attention to his laugh. Something's off here, ain't it? But let me show you. Some of the hellos and goodbyes are, oh my, they are legendary, honestly. Take a look.
Hello, Angelica.
Yep, that alone inspired me to make Plankton's Crush, along with some of the music tracks. Seriously, even Carl too, listen.
Hello, Angelica.
I bet you say that to Juggle all the time. Is this how you treat SpongeBob and Squidward, Krabs? Stalking, don't flatter me. By the way, sayings. Sayings are reused from the show. These lines are reused and already say in the show. However, they didn't pull a Nicktoons Racing. These lines are re-recorded. And some of the characters have lines that are unique to the entire game. For example, there's one for Chucky that says this.
Oh, Angelica.
I don't understand why it's only Chucky, but it was a nice nonetheless. Again, it is very cool to see what you can do. And some of these products here, all of the stuff you can do is pretty funny if you can just mix it up. But already there's already a limitation. That's how long your scene is. You see that? That's how long it can be. In Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker, there is a high limit. I don't think there's even a limit at all. Here you got loads of limits, and unfortunately it does kill off the experience a little bit, but still, you can work along the limitations, like I did with Angelica the Hypnotist. I had to do a lot of this, but thanks to recording software and some movie editing software, bingo. Like I said before, you can make actions take a bit longer if you move this, which is a nice feature. alongside the other ways you can do it.
Jimmy!
But still, with all the limitations, you can still have a fun time because the models are, but they don't look terrible at least. They could be a lot worse, but they do look really worse if you zoom them out. If you zoom in, they are more detailed, but zoom too much and welcome to Nightmare Fuel Land, or Hell, or both. Anyway, adding a new scene, you have to pick a brand new set first before you do anything else. Otherwise, players will be blabbering about. And I don't understand how the other characters like breathe underwater. You know, besides SpongeBob. I don't know how. Maybe it's because of Jimmy Neutron's Neutronic Air Gum. But this was before Nicktoons Unite. Because Nicktoons Unite came out in 2005. This came out in 2003. Which is interesting. But hey, at least you can create the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. But some of the choices here. We had Libby, but no Sheen. We had Cosmo and Wanda's faces, but no Jester or AJ. No Susie, no Phil and Lil. That is interesting. But wait a minute. First, there's already another limit. You can only have up to 4 actors per scene. You can't have any more actors. That's a problem because in 3D Movie Maker that wasn't a problem. Another problem, this applies to props as well. Again, pretty stupid. I don't know why they do all these limitations, but regardless, you can still create stuff like sound and visual effects copied from, actually not copied from 3D Movie Maker, but there's a lot of interesting choices. Some of them are, they are interesting to say the least in these categories. I don't know where exactly they got these sounds from, but you can use them to try to spice up your movie if you like. I don't know how these sound effects can be used, but I guess I can figure it out, and you can too. Seriously, some of these are actually pretty good. Some of them are, again, questionable and exist, but still, they can be used at any point in time and can really spice up your entire cartoon, or should I say Nicktoon, wink wink. And I don't know why these two right here, Explosion and Fanfare, are on Mayhem, because they're like wow or pizzazz. The Fanfare is from Battle for Bikini Bottom and the SpongeBob movie game. I don't know. But hey, again, these sound effects can really add up a taste to what's going on. And some of these are pretty long, like the thunder sound effect, and thanks to that dastard limit, you might not be able to get that effect. And again, that limit really caused a problem with these. And I wish the limit was a lot bigger, because with that limit, you have to do so many detours, and I don't like that. I really don't like limitations too much. Camera. Now, there are no camera angles, but you can adjust the camera. You can zoom and pan in these cameras anytime you like to make them zoom in and make it more of a cinematic feel if you like. While not the best, it is still pretty nice. Oh yeah, by the way, have you seen that video? Rare footage of Mr. Krabs walking normally? Well, guess what? Here, he does walk normally in Toon Twister 3D. Would you look at that? See, look at this. So yeah. Here, he walks normally all the time. He doesn't do that thingamajiggy or something. And yeah, he does that legendary crawl. Why is his crawl so... I don't know. Why is it like that? I have no idea. There's a lot of weird stuff you can do here, which really immerses the entire feel of his entire software. Hey! You can even record your own voices. But before I show that, there is a trick you can use to make a character go that way, or like walk that direction, like left to right, without having to rotate. Just delete the rotation afterwards and it will stop all the way like that. See? It's a nice trick you can really use. So anyway, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. Again, really is about experimenting, find out which ones, and you can still make something amazing despite some of the limitations. After all, with great power comes crazy shit. Trust me, I'm not finished with Toon Twister 3D. I still got a lot of ideas, like what I'm trying to create for this entire review. And it's gonna be shit on purpose because what am I gonna do, really? Seriously, I'm just trying to do my entire thoughts, and it ain't something like that, really. Really ain't something like that. At least they got the original voice actor of you teenage crabs here. Yep. Saying, hello to Angelica to make sure that she kisses you, Matt. What? Crabs, you keep talking like that, I will put you down. Anyways. Again, a lot of these are, like I said before, but now it's time for the recording session. Up to 10 seconds, sure, but it is pretty nice, regardless. Any of these 10 seconds can be used. Quality is a little but hey, at least you can still hear it well. And well, you can do this to any character. And if you're good with impressions, like I guess I'm just okay with my Patrick Squirrel and Krabs, you can make more long stories, and you don't always have to rely on the scripted dialogue and the limited dialogue they have. You can still make custom stories like I did with, once again, Joker the Hypnotist. I'm really proud of how that video went out. Really proud of that. Still, seriously, if you could just let your heart go wild, you'll create something that is not professional, but it could sure give a good laugh or two, which I'm trying to do right now. Just try my best to create the most weirdest stuff I can possibly imagine. Just go all out. Let my mind do the talking without really doing much thinking. You can really make some fun stuff. And overall, just doing random stuff is just as fun as professional, right? Depends on good taste and all that. Yeah. Again, it's a very good time waster overall, if you really think about that. And honestly, Scholastic did a very good job with this. I believe this was also in some schools, I heard. That's the case, then those kids really had the best childhood in the universe. If they had Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker 2, bingo, that's a double positive, baby. That is a gold mine if I ever saw one. Have Totally Angelica, Boredom Buster, Rocket Power Extreme Arcade Games, and we are clear. Really? Oh, really? Because, you know, she dresses pretty, and she amazes you in that game? And go to sleep! And that's how it's done. Oh, I forgot I did that. Yeah, this recording here is pre-recorded. It is, so this ain't live. This was recorded before, so I don't really mess up anything with the audio. But hey, at least it's okay, right? I hope so. Again, you can really have some fun stuff with... I already said that multiple times, but I don't really got that much to say, really. However, I guess that's really all I have to say. Toon Twister 3D is something that really can be immersive. But let me talk about a few more things before I'm officially finished. I didn't mention visual effects, but some of them are pretty cool. It can really add immersive. They can be really creative to use. You can also try to zoom them in for a bigger impact with the power I did. Just move it closer to the screen. You can also place characters into buildings. Like I can take my good boy Carl and just hide him out in the school. Into different buildings, it can really add up a little bit. Again, it doesn't look that good, but it's a good touch. Another sad limitation is you can only have 8 scenes. Yes, only 8 scenes per movie. And you can only save up to 20 movies, I'm sure. So there's a lot of limitation that just really hurts more of the experience. But still, it doesn't kill the enjoyment. Here, you can at least edit your titles here. You can change the font from any of the shows, or the standard Nick font, or whatever the font is, not really, but, and yeah, that's what I mean. You can change the background to any of the backgrounds, whether it be a stock color background, or a background that's representative of any of the shows. It really immerses of the entire experience you can put in these depending on what you're really doing. For scenes, you can add music of what you heard in the game. Some of this music is actually decent, and you often heard a lot of these tracks in my Toon Twister videos, like this track for instance. And this track was, again, the reason why I created Plankton's Crush, and I created the running gag of Plankton and Angelica. No, it was you and Angelica, and you and Reggie. Leave me alone! Sheesh. Again, you can add transitions too, including text cards, so it can be like the SpongeBob title cards. Like, excuse me, what the hell? I don't. Oh wait, excuse me, what the hell? Are you kidding me? I think I spelled that wrong. I don't care. Again, I really did not put much effort. It's not professional at all. Not only can you do title cards, but you could just cut it in, just do a straight cut, or you can make it dissolve, fade, or wipe. And they have different values too. So how about we take a look at the finished product? If you want to save your movie, you must click on the home. It will X you back. If you don't press the home button, then it cannot be saved. So, let's take a look at our movie, huh?
And now, our feature presentation.
Hi, SpongeBob. Goodbye, SpongeBob.
Greetings, Jimmy. Bye, Jimmy.
Hello, all you people. Goodbye, babies. Hi, kids. Hi, kids.
Hello, Angelica.
Hello, Angelica.
Hi, kids. Hi, kids.
Hello, Angelica. Mommy.
Let's just test number uno. Where are you going, Krabs? Can't you see him trying to cross the street? Oh, there is no street, Jimmy. My name is Jimmy. Oh, that's something.
Some hustle in it, boys. Bye, Patrick. Goodbye. Right then. See you later, Timmy.
Oh, yeah.
Square, where is my popsicle? Jimmy boy.
Fire on me poop deck. Arr, welcome to the Krusty Krab. Welcome to the Krusty Krab employees.
Hi, I'm Paul. Jimmy, I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a vertigo like Uncle Red did Redemption 2. I'm dead now. Every day is going down in front of us. It's gonna beat that Visco Vista. I forgot how it goes again. Ta-da! You can edit your description of the movies, but it doesn't really matter. There's also an export button, which saves your movie as a file, and you can send it via email. I have no idea how it works, so after you're finished, the credits roll, and Plankton commentates over it.
Boy.
But overall, Toon Twister 3D, while a mess, it is still a very fun software. Might not be as... well, there's not a lot of stuff to do on like Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker. There are a lot of unique factors within this software, I said before. And still, you can make some pretty good stuff in this software, like I have before. And I'm very happy to see how I've been coming through that. Hey, that's that for you. And again, the music was pretty nice overall. And I'm very happy to see how it goes for that. Now time for my final thoughts of the game.
I mean, I'm available for any kids' parties. Here, I told you some headshots. You just pass them around. Whatever you can do, alright? Just help me out. Hey, kid, help. Hello?
That concludes Toon Twister 3D. While there are a lot of limitations, only up to 4 props and 4 characters, and Gary is a actual 2D prop, not actually 3D like Guarded or Fluffy, this was still a very good software. I still recommend you check this out, both this and 3D Movie Maker, because there's a lot of stuff you can do and you can create some very interesting stuff. Next video will be Nostalgic Stories, and it will be Squidward Tentacles 1997 choice, The Rugrats and the Zombies. Stay tuned on August 11th for my Nicktoon tier list, and August 12th for my Nicktoon movie tier list to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Nickelodeon's Nicktoons, because they're not just cartoons, they are the best of the best Nicktoons. Oh, I love them so much. Stay Nicktoon, my friends.